Hello everyone, this is Joseph K. Welcome back to more Let's Play Tales of the Abyss 100%. And the last part, St. Binah collapsed with a very great animated cutscene. Not that St. Binah collapsing was great, but the cutscene was kind of cool to look at. And we are now back at Yulia City with the people we rescued from St. Binah. So, let's see what we can do. Now, before we go anywhere, let's talk to this guy. I want to buy some stuff from him. Specifically magic lenses. And then I think I'm good on everything else. I don't need any food from him. I don't think he has holy bottles. He does. Let's get a few of those. Yeah, that's fine. And yeah, we're good. Remember, this guy doesn't like us getting stuff from him. Let's talk to Mayor McGovern. Thanks for your help in this little disaster. It's a miracle that even we are safe. I'm glad we're safe, but this is the cliff off, right? It's hard to believe. First St. Binah started collapsing, then we got on some sort of flying machine, now we're in the cliff off? I'm totally lost. Well, that's because you haven't been playing along with the scene in the plot. But yeah. This is going to be I don't know if it'll be a short part or a long part, but we'll see what happens. I kind of got ahead of my schedule with how quickly I did the Meteora Highlands. This is the first time I've ever seen a phone stone like this. Isn't it huge? It makes me wonder if it might be a fake. We are here only to do our duty. It's so strange because she sounds so effervescent and whatever when you talk to her earlier to get Tyr's ability, but when you talk to her there, she's like robotic. So weird. If I could that'd be great. Am I dreaming? First I was flying and now I'm on the ground. This can't be real. You can't use the Yulia Road right now. With the instability of the Sephiroth, it's too dangerous to use. You can't... Okay. This is Yulia City's conference and records room. If you're looking for Mayor Teodoro, he's inside. There are a lot of important records stored in the conference room as well. Be careful not to touch one. Yeah, he says the exact same thing he says the last time we come here.
I'll get to the point. Is there any way to save St. Binah?
Oh, this is a difficult problem. If only we had the Key of Lorelei that Yulia used.
The Key of Lorelei? What's that? It sounds kind of familiar.
It refers to the sword and jewel of Lorelei. If I recall, it was used when creating the planet storm. I've also heard it referred to as the symbol of the pact between Yulia and Lorelei.
Correct. The Key of Lorelei is said to be a phonic weapon created by Yulia using the power of Lorelei.
The Sword of Lorelei gathers Seventh Fonons, and the Jewel of Lorelei disperses them. It's said that the key itself is made of Seventh Fonons. Supposedly, Yulia summoned Lorelei into the key and freely commanded that power.
Whether that is true or not, what is true is that it could control the Sephiroth.
But once the planet storm was formed, the Key of Lorelei was cast down into the core.
Yes, we can't use something we don't have, something that may not exist at all. In any case, I suspect it would be impossible to lift St. Binah back up to the Outer Lands.
Is there really nothing anyone can do?
It may be possible to at least prevent it from sinking beneath the liquefied surface.
With the Sephiroth?
Yes, they are controlled by devices called passage rings. By using the passage ring to restore the Sephiroth, we might be able to keep St. Binah afloat.
Where is the passage ring that controls the Sephiroth Tree for the St. Binah region?
At Shurrey Hill. It's to the east of St. Binah.
That's where I was taken when I was captured on the Tartarus. At the time, I thought it would still be protected by the Albertesque and Yulian seals.
Listen to how they pronounce that word. Okay, Ion says Albertesque.
The Albertesque seal disappeared once the passage rings for Had and Exiriuth were destroyed.
Teodoro says Albertesque. They put different emphasis on the word. Albertesque, Albertesque.
But the Yulian seal should not unlock until the promised time.
But the Commandant must have unlocked it and operated the passage rings, right?
Yes, even we don't know how he did it.
Let's worry about that later. How do we operate the passage ring?
I've heard that all of the control panels require the use of the Seventh Phonon.
Well, we've got 3 people who can use that.
Tyr, Luke, and myself.
The other issue is whether Van has done anything to damage the passage ring.
We won't know that until we get there.
If it's east of St. Binah, then it's probably falling along with the city.
All right. So now our goal is in mind. We have to go to Shurrey Hill, as the skit says right here. To Shurrey Hill. The passage ring at Shurrey Hill. I hope it actually works. I doubt Van will be leaving it untouched for us to use. Indeed, his planning so far seems to be impeccable. That sounds sarcastic for some reason. How odd, I meant it quite literally. Haha, well, thinking about Van won't accomplish anything. We'll just have to visit Shurrey Hill and see. Yeah. I'm really trying to match the voices as best as I can. Shurrey Hill should be to the east of St. Binah. It fell into the cliff off along with St. Binah. He says the same thing. Alright, well, I think that's it. I think everybody says the exact same thing they said before. Oh, there used to be a place east of St. Binah known as Shurrey Hill. If it fell along with the town, it may be here in the cliff off now. Oh yeah, these guys say the exact same thing. You're going to Shurrey Hill, it's east of St. Binah. The area around St. Binah fell too, so assuming it hasn't sunk into the mud, it should be here in the cliff off. I think they all say, yeah, okay. So, they all mention where you're supposed to go. Just in case you don't know where you're supposed to go. Wait, I think she said the same thing. I don't remember. It seems that Shurrey Hill fell into the cliff off along with St. Binah. How do you know that? You don't know that. Did you happen to catch a glimpse of it as you were falling or flying? I don't know. You know more than you should. Anyways, let's rest up again. Yeah, I know we just rested up, so you're wondering why you're resting up. Well, rest up here, and you get... another skit. Can't sleep? No, I don't know. It's just that there's so much to think about. True, there has been a lot going on. We haven't had any time to stop and rest. Yeah, and it doesn't look like we're going to either. Well, we certainly are being pushed from one thing to another, but it's important to rest when you can, okay? Yeah, I'll go write in my diary or something and see if that helps. Practice makes perfect. Haha, I remember you saying something like that before, too. Someday when I'm an adult and I look back on this diary, I want to be able to think that I really did change. All right. Now it's time to go to Shurrey Hill. Next. No, I'm kidding. We're going to do it now. We've only been recording for like 9 minutes or something like that. Maybe not even that long. Okay, we've been recording for 10 minutes, but I'm not going to give you guys a 10-minute episode. But this next area is going to need to be broken into 2 parts. Maybe 3. I don't know. It's a pretty big area. All right. Well, nothing you do now but exit. Stock up on any items you think you may need, and head on out. Just go out the way you came in. You would think they'd give us a scene, but they do not. Alright, now to get to Shurrey Hill. You see that red dot there? That red dot is St. Binah. Shurrey Hill is closer to the peninsula on the northeast side of the island. I have it in my notes where it's at, but even I had difficulties trying to describe like what it was. Oh yeah, let's get this again. Oh yeah, that's one thing that we have. Now that we have the albior, we are able to fly to some previously inaccessible search points. Alright. So that's really nice. Where is it? This is the area right here, but I'm just trying to figure out how to... There it is. Alright. Land here, and there is Shurrey Hill. We came here earlier when we were looking for Annis, and it said that we need to find Annis, so... I do remember that, and I said look for this area next time. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we get to see if we go forward a little bit. We got 6 enemies, I think. No, 5 enemies. But we have a lot of items we can get over here. So, Ion, where's the entrance? It's normally hidden by a phonic art. If I recall correctly, the phonic art was created using 3 red fonstones and the 5th phonon. 3 red fonstones. The 5th phonon is the fire phonon, right? Indeed. So now you want to go ahead and turn on Mew Fire, because we are going to get those fonstones. But first, before we get the first fonstone, by the way, it's right there, come over here and get a lemon gel. Now, you got to position yourself just right. Oh, I got it my first try. Very nice. And yeah, shoot Mew Fire at the red fonstones, and there you go. Ordinarily, I missed that. You have to correct myself. But I got it my first try. Now, come all the way over here. There's nothing over here yet, but walk in this area. Hey, there's a fonstone over there, too. Ion said the place with the passage ring is sealed by red fonstones. I don't think that's related. Oh, but I wonder what it is. It is something we're going to have to remember for later. Much later in the game. We can't get to it yet. Anyways, come up here on this hill. This one can be a little challenging. Because you have to be, like, right on the edge. And, of course, use the L1 and R1 buttons to get yourself organized. Or you can just use the right analog stick to control yourself, whatever works for you. Anyways, you come over here and get a pineapple gel. Now we want to go to the top here and position ourselves at the top of the hill across from it and do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, that was easy. It's not very hard. I was kind of confused the first time I came here. But that's because I'm an idiot and simple shit doesn't make sense to me. But as you saw, that's really easy. And then come over here and get another scene. This is it. The door is open. Let's go inside. Alrighty. Get a skit here. Relics of the Dawn Age. Exurieth, Shurrey Hill. These places with the passage rings feel so strange. That's probably because they're from the Dawn Age. They were made to protect the Sephiroth trees. Oh, right. So this has been around for 2,000 years. Indeed. The technology in use seems to be quite advanced. We can't build anything like this with our current knowledge. So civilization was more advanced 2,000 years ago? So they say. Even in Yulia City, we don't understand how most of the facilities work. I wonder what the world was like when Yulia was around. I wish I could have seen it. You mean you wish you could have seen the machines, right? Well, yeah, but come on. That's when they came up with the idea of creating the Outer Lands. Those must have been turbulent times. Now it's hardly any different. After all, we're on the brink of diverging from Yulia's score. Yes, true enough. Human history is one of eternal turbulence. Now let's take care of what we came to do. As dry as always. Now, this might seem counterproductive, but come out here. You can get this skit at the end of this dungeon, because as you saw, we're in a dungeon, but I want to get it now. Get it now, get it out the way. A history lesson. Whew, this is starting to get tiring. Yeah, how long has it been since we came in here? I could use a breath of fresh air. Colonel, tell us something interesting. Something interesting. How about the origin of the name Shurrey Hill? I'd like to hear that. So would I. Well then, for centuries, this area has been subject to border disputes. "700 years ago, a great battle was fought around here. And the corpses are said to have been piled as high as a mountain. Oh my, how terrible. A famous Fonist of the time, Shurrey, paid his respects by recombining the fonons of the dead bodies, creating this very hill. Wait a minute, so you mean that this hill used to be... Ah! But I haven't even gotten to the interesting part. What's wrong, Tyr? My, it's a poor soldier who faints at a simple conversation like this. Ha ha ha! Honestly, I think you're supposed to get that skit on your way out. But, yeah, we were able to get it on our way in before we even got into it. Because this dungeon does take a while to get through. It's definitely going to take me 2 parts. Might even take me 3 parts, to be honest. But we'll see once we get closer to that. I just wanted to check. Okay, we're not been recording that long. Don't have much longer I can record for, but alright. So this is a Sephiroth. Our first, true Sephiroth dungeon. And these are annoying. We have a new enemy, though. A Spear Roper. leave that up for a bit. Spear Roper works like a roper before. I think they can paralyze you or something like that. The Spear Roper drops... I don't think it does anything. It drops weak power. Yeah, it can provide weak on you. And I think what weak is like... I think it lowers your defense or like makes it so you can't use Phonic Arts. I don't exactly know what it does. Nothing to steal from it though. Sammy, you need to get your paw. Ow! Bitch! Quit digging into my paw, my foot. Ugh. And honestly, as long as you don't let him corner you and surround you, you should be fine.
That's best.
Yeah, my cat decided to lay down at my foot, and she decided to like fall asleep by holding my foot. But then while she was doing it, she started kneading, and her claws were digging in my foot. So then I tried to like move my foot away and kind of like push her away with my foot, and she dug her claws into me further. That's gonna be a weird cut, considering I was talking when the battle started. Alright, let's keep going. And here is the scene. Sammy, you really, really need to stop putting your paws on my foot.
This isn't your average phone machine. I don't have a clue what to do with it.
What exactly are we supposed to do with Seventh Fonons?
This is strange. The Yulian seal hasn't been removed.
What does that mean? Did General Grants not use it?
Don't tell me we came all this way for nothing. There must be some way to use it. Let's look around.
I think that's it. But will we be able to figure out how to break the Yulian seal and control the Sephiroth? Find out next time on Let's Play Tales of the Abyss 100%. This is Joseph K. signing out. Y'all have a great day and keep it real. Later.